is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell all notification, because we're going on a ride. How's everyone doing this morning? Let me adjust my chair. So it's already here, April 29th, and over in Asia, they're doing something a little different. Not sure if people are paying much attention, but there is news. And besides Russia making news, we have Asia's first spot Bitcoin, Ether ETFs start trading in Hong Kong. Pretty exciting right now talking about this. And this morning bringing up to you to date. If you don't mind, hit that like and hit that subscribe. We're going to talk about how Bitcoin should see a rally, and so should Ethereum and a few other cryptocurrencies. Talking about this breaking news for the first time. And don't tell me that they don't have money or any buying pressure. But there are certain things that are coming into this space here, talking about being a little bearish, a little short, and how there is over $2 billion in short liquidations if we can break above over that 67.5-ish about Bitcoin price, and you may see a parabolic move that could get us going. So we're going to talk about that and much more. So hit the like and subscribe. My name is Wall Street Pete, 2.07K subscribers, all-time high. I thank you so much. A gentleman used to work on the NYMEX Mercantile Exchange in New York and Manhattan, and I do thank you so much for following through. We're looking at prices low again, right? 44 cents Cardano here from this chart, 67 Matic. Let's see where we are in the crypto space right now, correlating to that, and we're getting lower, 43 cents, as we did make a nice profit from that, but now you can see we're retesting these numbers, and the cryptocurrency is showing some blood. So let's talk about what may be happening. The FUD, right from this morning, talking about the FUD right away. And listen.
To use the dollar as a tool of foreign policy struggle is one of the biggest strategic mistakes made by the U.S. political leadership. Nevertheless, it is the main weapon used by the United States to preserve its power across the world. As soon as the political leadership decided to use the US dollar as a tool of political struggle, a blow was dealt to this American power. I would not like to use any strong language, but it is a stupid thing to do and a grave mistake. Look at what is going on in the world. Even the United States allies are now downsizing their dollar reserves. Seeing this, everyone starts looking for ways to protect themselves. But the fact that the United States applies restrictive measures to certain countries, such as placing restrictions on transactions, freezing assets, etc., causes grave concern and sends a signal to the whole world.
I mean, that should really concern many people. And what's happening is Russia is now banning Bitcoin. So we're talking about that. Talking about painting our nails pink, yellow, all these kinds of things, and showing very feminine sides. It wasn't just the painting, but it's just, children. They're idolizing. And, we're talking about maybe possibly going to war. Who the hell knows what's happening, right? And, we're in America right now from where I'm from, in my point of view, and things are getting a little crazy. It feels like we're getting a little more feminine as 2024. Talking about how LeBron's the GOAT, 4-6 in the championships games. He's lost 6, only won 4, 6-0 back in the day, right? Perfection. And it seems like we're losing and giving, you can have second place prize, you can have a third place prize. The guy went 6-0, he never lost. It was pretty impressive during his time. do believe that something, or rather the GOAT, even Kobe Bryant beat the Celtics, and LeBron himself couldn't do that with a team he built. So it's just kind of crazy outside of sports talking about it, but we do have a lot of people short right now in the current market. I do believe there's a chance how we can find ourselves really hitting that 54,000 if we do break below this price now. So it does seem like we do have 24 hours the rest of this day, a daily candle to really show us where we could be going next. Looking at this right now, we were pretty greedy coming in. I did say 2 months to the downside, and we were talking about that way before that happened. So symmetrical triangle pattern right now, looking to see if we can keep this somewhere more of a falling wedge as opposed to this 4 hourly, which scares me because it can just turned into like this descending triangle pattern where if we keep doing this, if we come all the way up to here and keep doing this, we are in a lot of trouble because then that is the recipe for what exactly we have here. So 38.2 pullback is pretty common in a bull market, especially when you get a significant rally to the upside. But we do have to pay attention to what's going on because we did get 60-something days sideways boring action to add to that. So that is something we want to watch, as hopefully, I do hope here, we get a nice little rather bump to the upside. Don't go too crazy here. But you can see where the price is, 61,000. Looking to retest that double bottom here. And if we can get that double bottom test, we can get another jump to the upside. Coming through here, and I'm hoping May will show some signs of coming up. Perhaps we don't finish in the month of May, right? Like I said, 2 red candles to the downside. And, you know, we could come all the way through. Where is the next month? Well, we have 10 hours and 49 minutes before the month of April closes. So I want people to understand how important that is. What I think we could do is get another red candle to the downside. So we'll see. Maybe we get a pump today before we get a fake pump, and then see what happens. That could be very well into play, as you can see from the daily, exactly as we're looking here in this symmetrical triangle pattern to see where Bitcoin is trying to go. And if we can stay inside here, we will be okay, and I think we will be strong, and that's where we will get a rally to the upside. Now, if we fall through down, it won't be too long. We talked about it, right? The Bitcoin halving occurred. Everyone forgot, or everyone doesn't care because the price isn't fluctuating off the occurrence, or what has occurred, excuse me. But if you pay attention, definitely to mention right now, these are options. This is what we're doing. This is what we're preparing you. And I got a couple indicators out, right? Let's do something here where we could maybe see what could be happening. Stochastic oscillator. And if I look at it right here, looking at the daily right now, I am looking down and I'm seeing we are getting something similar to the last few times. We want to get into the oversold zone, which we're finally starting to find. Maybe the double bottom is here, and maybe we do come down a little more today, 60,000 tests, and that's where we've been testing, right? And that's where we're getting this pop, so we'll pay attention to that. Exponential moving average, the EMA ribbon is getting tight, telling me that we could be getting a price action, a breakout coming very shortly. Well, it does seem like that is to the downside. You can see that from the daily. 10 hours, 47 minutes left to see what we may be doing. We know that support is along these lines here, even coming back from April 17th. What was April 17th? Approximately 2 weeks ago. We're talking about these things because it's very important, because you can see that these even happened in a month back for March. So you got to watch what's happening, got to see the history, and as it continues, we're paying attention even further from the 1st of March as well. Please hit the like and subscribe if you're just coming in, tuning in. What we could see happening is a 55,038.2 pullback if we cannot keep the price of Bitcoin right now from falling through and finishing. So tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, if you live in that time zone, New York City, in that area, well, 8 o'clock Eastern PM, if we get a new candle, which we're expecting we will, if we get it to the upside here, we're expecting either a big breakout to the upside or just an occurrence sideways action in here, which will then, like I said, June is coming. Doesn't matter if we hit 54,000, 55 or not. We will be finding ourselves this summer, June, July, with about a 95, 92,000 Bitcoin price. All-time highs coming down, doing the same thing this is doing, and we will find our same sort of thing. What'll be that? Well, I'll tell you right now, when we get the big move to the upside, what happens? Pretty much the same shit. And that's how you get it. And then you never know. Could be coming all the way back down to 73 before another uptick back to the upside. So this is what Bitcoin's been doing. 62 long, boring days sideways. That's a lot of people. 2 months that they can't handle. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. A lot of cryptocurrency assets. They're getting a second chance to show you, hey, we're coming down. We're coming down. Do you want to buy the dip this time, or do you want to sell? Well, let's be real. That's why I say you save your money for rainy days. Well, currently right now, I've had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pretty strong rainy days. So it's been pretty bad for a week. And you can see that is consistently happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rainy days. So we're getting this consolidation down to the side. Now we got to decide, where are we? Are we flipping this old resistance into support? That's about what is happening. So your 40 cents for Cardano, as an example, is going to be a repetitive buyback, and that will be my dollar cost averaging in. Now, we may never get there. Let's be real. I'm watching what Bitcoin's doing. But you can see from this chart here, we have established something similar to this cup and handle. And, it's pretty beautiful how technical analysis works. Look at the daily candle, right? This is our last support resistance touch zone. Well, guess what? That is your cup and handle, ladies and gentlemen. What has happened? We have seen a huge consolidation, probably all the way back to about 61.8, and that's probably where we're at. And if I did the fib line, we would hope for a strong pullback back to the upside after this, because that is a strong pullback. And what did I say, ladies and gentlemen, without looking? And I did not set this up ever before, and I did not plan on this. This is just time and time of experience. It was a 61.8 pullback. And that's exactly what I what I said. And you got to see here, I can see it with the naked eye. The cup and handle showed me that was a big pullback, bigger than 50%. Where would it approximately have gone? That's about it. And this still, my friends, is a very strong buying signal, because why? We got a cup and handle inside. What I'm seeing here now is we're touching old hard resistance that we couldn't get to before we built a huge rally to the upside. So all we're doing now is testing, flipping support into old resistance, which should then give us a nice upside uptick rally, and I do expect that. Not financial advice, not a gentleman twice as nice, but let's pay attention to it as we get rid of the indicators and we can really see the drawing here. This is what I'm talking about. This is where it's dangerous. Could be a falling knife, and you're waiting now for this falling knife to find support and reverse to the inverse side. So that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. You could see clearly we're in trouble. That is what we're getting at. And right now, if we can finish the double bottom, we'll get out of trouble. But right now, currently, everyone is in trouble, seeing that the red bloodbath is, it's coming down, and that's what you worry about. Because finally, if you see this long support that we've had along here, and maybe I could show it to you through here, that was the first big wick to the downside. Well, let's see, get the Fibonacci sequence out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Right here, there's this line. Let me get that out. There's this line that we've been holding rather strong. You can see it right here. Strong support. This is Cardano. You can see what's happening. And the more and more we test it, what happens? Well, you can see now we're flipping resistance. Thought we were coming back through. Nope. Coming down. The trend is your friend to the end. And just using Cardano this morning as another cryptocurrency to show you. That's what we're looking for. And we're looking for a possible 40 cents re-enter. So that's my plan. That's my strategy, not financial advice. But these are some of the things you have to pay attention to, what is happening in the crypto space. Yes, this may hurt some people, but you got to watch. This is apparently a new higher low. It's crazy to hear. But if you're paying attention to the long-term time frame here, coming in, there's a big bottom before we lifted. Well, here's another big bottom before we lifted. If that's exactly what is happening, you can see that that's where we're heading. And then, yep, will be time to say, hey, guess what? My next target for the pullback, my next target for Cardano, if this is all aligning to where I believe we're going, we will find ourselves from the 39 cents testing back all the way to 80. So that's kind of exciting, actually. So pay attention to that. Could be getting another retest. Could be the time to break out as well. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing that the TA is matching up, the same pull up, even though we're trading 24 cents down here and a half. We're getting the same measurements. What does that tell me? Another double top coming, maybe a fake dead cat bounce. Exciting for me regardless. Why? Because Cardano is going to pop. We know how much I love it. A lot of people talking about it. A zombie crypto coin. That's interesting. I don't want to make it any longer than a 15-minute video. Wall Street Pete Sicko and crypto, talking about this crypto space every morning for you if possible. I do hope that you enjoy the content. A little bit of news here, right? Russia banning. Who's going to buy the dip? America, I'm sure, leading everything else. And I'm sure that Asia is going to enjoy their buy-up, because you never know. It's only a certain amount of time before they surpass some of us. I mean, someone is going to surpass U.S., have a feeling. And a lot of people are saying that Vladimir Putin was the creator of Bitcoin. And that was his plan for the 7 years to kill us. I think all he's going to do is just strengthen the ruble. I see what's happening. He's strengthening the ruble. And I can't blame him. That's a really good leader. It's probably the top-notch thing I've seen him do. But we have to be careful because, talking in the beginning, how we need men out here. I'm talking for the American people. We need men. We don't need this masculine shit right now. I don't need children of our future watching football players talking about painting their nails and doing feminine things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I really feel like at the end of the day, there's really nothing wrong with it. But if kids in the future are going to be watching you, and you're supposed to be a man and supposed to blah, 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 play football. I mean, it's my opinion. I'm not saying that this is a fact, but what happens when we go to war? What happens when we have issues? We're going to have all these guys painting their nails talking about that instead. Like, we're worrying more about Instagram and doing things. And how about go do some push-ups after the end of this show? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go work out, and then I'm going to go think about how I need to make money. And no matter how much money you have, you can't do shit if you're not healthy or alive, right? That's one of the most important things you could possibly think of is health. Health is more important than money. If you're not alive to make that money, you can't get that money. Think about it. And if you're not doing well, and you're not doing anything or changing your mindset to fix it, the situation that you're in that you don't like, you're never going to change. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to get given to you. Matter of fact, more is going to get taken away. Why is that? Because a lot of people are struggling themselves. They ain't got time for your shit. They ain't got time for your shit. They ain't got time to help you either or lift you. They're worrying about their families. And, it just comes out to be that how this channel could be more than crypto sometimes. There's just a little bit of a rant at the end. I get it. But please hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll talk about it. I want to go over altcoins. Looking to do a cryptocurrency altcoin video. So that'll be the next video we do. Thank you for staying till the end. And this is the ending of the video. But let me know what cryptocurrency. I'm going to do a few. I'm going to do like possibly a good 5 to 10 cryptocurrencies I want to talk about. Altcoins besides Bitcoin, Ethereum, the ones that we go over every day. And if you had a few you want to talk about yourself, well, now's the time. You're watching a recording, and right now it's not a recording, but you will be watching a recording because this is the end. And let me know what cryptocurrency asset maybe you would like to see some breakdown. I'm going to do 5 cryptocurrencies to about 10. I'm going to break down where I expect they might be able to go in this bull run going into 2025. And do I have a plan to sell out? Where do I think I'm going to get out? That's going to be all talk. It's going to be all in a video coming up very shortly, perhaps either tonight or tomorrow. So I hope you're excited for that, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and don't let nobody take you down. Matter of fact, it's time for you to start taking things down. Line up some goals. Take those goals down. You have a great day, everyone. The warm weather is here. Drink lots of fluids. Whew, it's hot. Take care.